Hey friends, we're Phil and Alex. After living in the city our whole lives, we fixed up and lived in an RV driving across America with our daughters and are now establishing a much slower, more sustainable life in a rural part of the country. But there's a twist. We're pregnant after 8 years of infertility and are expecting our third child to join us any day now. But she has the same heart defects as me. Join us as we settle down, plant our very first garden, raise a flock of chickens, and bring home a newborn into the world during a global pandemic. Sweetie, you ready to go?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna go say goodbye to the girls.
Yeah. You want to take the ball?
I really do, even though I know they have one.
Slow down.
Girls are being so good for getting your hug.
Does the baby come out?
No, baby hasn't come out, but I want to give you both a big hug. Can you come sit here?
Why?
Because mommy is going to go to the doctor, and I want to give you a big hug and kiss because I'm going to miss you. Can you sit there?
Why? Does baby come out when you...
She might. We're going to go check and see if she's ready.
Can we send you a picture if we get her?
Yeah.
Would you like to see a picture?
Send it on Grammy's phone. I'm gonna miss you, Mommy.
I love you so much. Do you know that?
Hey, you, move.
Oh. Chop liver.
Oh,
Grand prize.
baby.
That's so nice of you.
Do you think you're the ball? I'm not.
I'm going to miss you.
I'll do one more reading.
Can you come give me a hug?
I'm gonna miss you back. Can you come give me a hug? Oh, no.
Of course.
I'm gonna miss you,
Again.
Daddy, can you send a picture on Mimi's phone and Grammy's phone?
What big hug? Love you.
She's sweaty.
So sweaty. You're so sweaty.
Why do you sweat?
Because we're having a baby at the end of May. In the South.
And?
Because why not? Listen. I love you high as the sky and as deep as the ocean. I love you high as the sky, as deep as the ocean. Give me a kiss. I love you, bug. Okay, I'll see you soon, okay? Who wants to pray for mommy?
Girls, can you sing with me?
For the Bible tells me so. Yes, Jesus loves me.
The Bible tells me
So.
Say, Jesus, please keep mommy and baby safe and healthy. Amen. Okay, what's going on? How you feeling?
Contractions are probably every 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Since packing up the car and getting in the car and the transition out of your home definitely is stalled, which is fine. I'm torn with like wanting it to pause for a while and go nap and eat.
Whether we have to go home or not. This was such a good practice round.
I'm torn with we're ready, but it's nice having long breaks in between. So.
Okay, friends, so they're gonna probably just do a cervical check for Alex, see how many centimeters dilated she is. Depending upon how they feel she's doing, either send us home or send us to the hospital. The drive, her contractions went from like she had contractions that were 7 minutes apart for about 2 hours straight. But when she got in the car, when she was traveling, her contractions slowed down significantly, went to about 10-15 minutes between. Truly remarkable that we're here.
I'll give you guys some privacy.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
think it's just slowed down, which is fine. Okay. I guess she's 7.5 pounds, somewhere in that range.
He was 7.5 and I was 8.
Gaps over here on the side. Heartbeat sounds great.
I can't tell like which way her, like if she's sunny side up or not. By
It can be hard to tell, but it doesn't look like it to me. It doesn't feel like it to me. Depending on how dilated you are, I might be able to kind of do an assessment, but usually I need like 5 centimeters of dilation to get a real feel. And it takes a lot of work for the first baby to get that thin.
Okay.
And it's nice and stretchy and soft, which is also very encouraging.
Okay.
But definitely, indicates we're still in the earlier phases, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Again, it seems to me that you're coping really well.
Coping.
Okay, guys. They are in there right now. Here's the deal. We have been doing labor for, I think, about 20 hours. She's had contractions all morning since 1 this morning. They've always been between about 6 and 10 minutes. They're coming sooner and sooner. She lost the mucus plug thing earlier today. We just spoke with the on-call midwife, and we would guess, and they kind of told us baby should be here within 48 hours. It'd be really rare if she wasn't here within 48 hours. I'm gonna get back in there. Her contractions are somewhere between 6 and 8 minutes right now, but they're getting way more intense. The Miles circuit, it's a position that we're gonna get her in. Alex, you're the best. You're absolutely the best. Yeah. You got one now?
Almost. It's coming.
Okay. Friends, I'll put you down for a second. Oh, Mama found your water. Look how perfect you are.
Okay, now here we go.
Okay, here we go. You're doing amazing. I'm proud of you. Some of these are not as close together lately, which is good.
Yeah, maybe my body's gonna let me sleep tonight.
That would be so awesome.
Even every like 15 minutes or so.
Mm-hmm.
Would be great.
Look at you. You can do anything. Mm-hmm.
Is this the first time we vlogged today?
Yeah.
Good morning, friends. We have been in early labor for 24 hours.
30 hours. 1 a.m. yesterday.
Oh,
So that's 24 plus 12, so 36. It was like 1:24 a.m. on Tuesday.
I don't feel like I'm farther along. I feel like maybe 2 centimeters, maybe 3. But we've been working.
We've been
hard.
tracking all of your contractions. They're getting way more intense.
They're more intense.
They're coming more
Closer.
consistently. But you need to talk about your sleep last night because we didn't vlog that. And
So
last night the midwife gave me the little cocktail of Visceral and Tylenol, which is like in the Benadryl family, and Tylenol. I ended up choosing not to take it because I am such a good sleeper that I can fall asleep between contractions. So that's the point of taking it. My contractions spread out to every 25 minutes and then every 8 minutes. So every other would be 25 and then 8. So I would get a good 15 minutes every, like a couple times an hour. And so I definitely slept. I feel more refreshed. I'm tired now, but it's...
We haven't been getting a ton of sleep, but we're getting a lot more than we would have expected. Push her down.
Don't change.
Breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth. In through your nose, ready, go. Out through your mouth. Yeah, you did it.
Oh, I need that for me.
Okay, describe your pain level. What's going on? What do you feel?
Pressure, cramps, pressure and cramps.
Tea or water? Jesus, thank you, Jesus. Guide her down now. Alex has consistent and intense contractions between 5 to 6 minutes now for over an hour. Much more intense than last night and this morning. She said, okay, great. I think it would be a good idea to go to the hospital now. Sounds like she's in active labor and she's still texting. You want to give it a few more?
Mimi, can you stay here and do the knuckle while Philip does the bed?
Yeah, I'm tough customer.
Which is a lot.
I know you're ready to.
When you guys start heading in, and call me when you guys decide and you're 15 minutes out.
Enough pressure.
Squeeze my hand.
Oh, Jesus, please. Oh, Jesus, please. Jesus. Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh,
through your nose, through your nose. Come on.
oh, Jesus.
Blow it out.
Oh, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Through your nose, please. There it is. Get that oxygen in. Come on. Two more, big one. Great job. Great job. Okay, I'm dressed. I'm gonna get my stuff in the car. Okay. What?
Dearest, don't leave me.
I'll be right back, okay? I know. You're doing so good. You're doing so good. You're so strong. You got this. The sooner she can be here, the sooner we can take care of her. And the sooner she comes back home. You're gonna be great. Yep.
Yeah. They're protein shakes.
Yeah. Protein thing.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, start, Philip. Oh.
Mama, I can't wait to see the baby after she's done with the doctor. You baby, you going to the doctor.
Hold that for mommy. Oh, Philip, start.
If you're wondering why we have so much stuff, we are leaving for like a couple week trip.
Please keep us posted. We're so excited. This one's over. That one's one for the books. We gotta take the other one.
More?
This one is big. Like,
Friends, it's been 8 years. 8 years waiting for this, and it's time. Is it time?
It's time.
Yeah? You sure? You positive?
No. Yes.
Okay. Alex, you are in labor, and you're going to have that baby. Bye, my chickies. I'll see you guys soon. Grandpa's gonna take care of you. I love you. Wow, you got so big. Oh, that's another contraction. We have so much to catch you up on, but contractions went from about 6 to 7 minutes apart to jump down quickly to between 4 and 5. Since we're not downtown feels good! Since we are not super close to the hospital, we gotta get on the road. We're actually gonna go straight to the hospital. They're expecting us. Hopefully I have everything. We pretty much packed for a month. We know we're gonna have a NICU stay. I'm preparing for the best. And I think we're gonna be having a baby today or in the early morning. Babe, let's do this.
Can someone give me a towel in case my water breaks on? Yeah.
Here's the contractions.
Stronger.
Okay, so we went from a few hours ago.
no, I took it.
They were pretty high.
It was
Going
right
down
there.
from 5, 10, 6, 3, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. Then we get into the 4s and the 5s. You're amazing.
Let's go.
I love you, kiddos.
Proud of you.
We're gonna go bring another angel home, okay?
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, baby. Goodbye.
Happy baby.
So she checked me, and I'm a 2 to 3. So it's just been a lot of work today.
All day.
And
All day
of
labor.
progress.
Yeah.
So
No, you did have progress. You totally had progress.
I'm 100% effaced
Yeah.
and 2 to 3. And so she said there's 3 options.
Can you, since we might have some new folks that just joined us, what is effaced and what does 2 to 3 mean?
2 to 3 centimeters dilated, and effaced is how thin you are. So that's like
As thin as possible. But she did say with first labors, you can become 100% effaced before you even dilate.
yeah. So she said like effacement is probably like the first job for first time. But I have 3 options: go home with go home with a morphine visceral cocktail where she would give it to me, and then you would carry me inside into bed, like I would be passed out, get a good night's sleep, and then hopefully wake up with effective contractions. Second is to stay here for a couple hours, see if I change dilation, that it's going to prove that, oh, okay, I am in active labor.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, she caught me right as I'm starting to switch over. Or 3, stay here and augment labor with Pitocin.
Which, that would be your
Which is
last
like my
option.
last choice.
Yeah. You would take that option if it was your last choice.
Like, I'd rather go drug up on morphine than take Pitocin.
That makes sense. I also would really rather prefer that you go into labor rested.
Yeah.
Because of how hard you've been pushing for 2 days straight with very little
Like,
sleep.
literally the last 2 nights, I've been up every 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah. It's not been a difficult labor. It's just a long labor.
It's been long.
And you have not complained. You've just been in pain. Okay, here we go. Okay.
Oh. So she said there's 3 options that I can go home and then have the option of this morphine visceral combination to make me pass out for the next 4 to 6 hours. The second option is wait here for a couple hours, see if my cervix has changed. And then third was that said I could augment labor, which I said was my last choice, that I would not. I really don't want to do Pitocin. But I'm just so upset. I'm like, oh, this is why people get an epidural. I get it.
Yeah.
Because they're just like, I'm just done.
Yeah.
Oh, my tailbone, get off. Oh.
How great is she doing?
You're doing amazing.
I need to get up. I can't.
Okay, in through your nose.
Good deep breaths. Good deep breaths.
We've just had a couple that have just been so intense, and like, I feel a little defeated that because I feel like I'm like, if I can do super intense for 6 hours, that's one thing, but we're going on 2 days. Okay, now that I'm done crying, I am not far enough along to keep me, unless I wanted to augment labor. Still be my 3rd night of no sleep. That's where we're at. Still having contractions. Pretty hard, but we're still early, very early labor. So thank you guys for your love and prayers. Going home.
Okay, your outfit, you look like me, but you're way prettier. You're way more pregnant.
Might
And
steal these
you're
from
gonna have a baby tomorrow, not me. Wait, those are the only sweatpants I own.
you. I know, we need
Do you love those?
I love them.
I
Right now.
love those sweatpants. Do you want to be twins and I'll get the same pair again?
Sure.
And whatever you choose, I'm going to support like crazy. But I'm going to tell you something right now. Okay? The one truth about life that is constant is change. And plans will change. And it is okay. And it is okay to be disappointed. It is okay to be frustrated. It is okay to feel a little bit let down. And you have had a history of feeling let down by your body, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Your body is not perfect.
Yeah.
And so we're going to go home.
Yeah.
We're going to get you some sleep. Because neither of us have slept in 2 days. And it's time. It's time to get some sleep. And then we'll come back here tomorrow or the next day. And we will be good.
Okay.
But Alex, you're amazing. This doesn't make you any less amazing. Okay? Just don't give up.
Okay.
You can't give up. You actually can't give up because the baby's coming out. It's like, 9 months ago would probably been the time to say, okay, well, maybe this isn't a good idea. But you're past that. Okay? So we're going to have this baby, and she's going to be amazing. We are going to roll with the punches and encourage you that no matter what life throws your way, you can find positive in it. Okay? Let's go home. Let's get some rest. You crushed the first 2 days of contractions. You crushed it. You crushed it. We're going to stick with your birth plan as best we can.
Okay.
Okay? We're going to go home.
Okay.
Friends, we love you. Thank you so much for being with us. Even when you think you're finally going to have that moment in your life where things are going to be perfect and they're going to work out, and then they don't, it's going to be okay. We love you. We're so bummed that so many big things in our life are different than what we thought.
Yeah.
And it's okay. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to feel let down. It's okay to feel exhausted. And it's okay to handle change.
Good night. We'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.
If only you could see. Don't you know that you're beautiful?